what's going on? It's Keith coming at you with some news that's been circulating around the league this morning. Now, a few days ago, I dropped a video discussing the Hawks' decision to move on from Nate McMillan. It appears that won't be the only major move the Hawks will be considering between now and next season. Looks like the Hawks may be looking to make some major changes to their squad. In this video, we're going to look at some of the moves the Hawks might be considering in the near future. But before we dive into it, I'd like to introduce you to today's sponsor, BetUS. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back for their 28th year in sports betting action. Live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props, and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one service. They've got it all. Log into BetUS.com or call 1-800-792-3887. That's 1-800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins. Try it out now via the link below. Now, getting back to the Hawks and their impending moves, it's being reported by Jared Weiss of The Athletic that the Hawks could look to move point guard Trae Young this offseason. Weiss had this to say: "I expect that Atlanta is going to start exploring it, and it's going to start getting out this summer." Now, this is big news, seeing that Trae is a legit star in the league, and the Hawks will be forever tied to the Luka-Trae swap back in 2018. The Hawks sent Luka, the third overall pick, to the Mavs for Trae Young, who was selected fifth, and a future first-round pick. The Hawks have already moved on from Cam Reddish, the player selected with the future first, and now appear ready to move on from Trae. So far this season, Trae Young is averaging 26.7 points per game, 10.3 assists per game, and 2.9 rebounds per game, while shooting 43% from the field and 32% from three. Although Young has proven to be a star-caliber player, there are still major deficiencies in his game, one of which is defense. Trae gets cooked on D repeatedly and gets targeted by other teams. Another issue is his reluctance to play off-ball, which has made pairing him with other guards somewhat difficult. Trae Young's talent is undeniable. It's his fit on a winning ball club that is still in question here in year 5. Atlanta's issues don't just stop at the play on the court. It's been reported that the owner's son, Nick Ressler, has taken on a larger role in shaping the team's future. This has resulted in Hawks executive Travis Schlenk stepping down, although he claims it was done to prioritize family. The Hawks elevated former Nick, Landry Fields, and have him overseeing basketball operations. To add to the turmoil, the team's coaching staff was also thrown through a loop after the surprise firing of Nate McMillan during the All-Star break. Reports circulated that Nate and Trae had a contentious relationship and were butting heads behind the scenes, which reached a boiling point when Trae opted not to sit on the bench while nursing an injury. At that time, rumors swirled that Nate could possibly resign to remove himself from the situation. The Hawks ended up making the decision for him and have now zeroed in on Quin Snyder as the next head coach. Per Shams, the Hawks have begun formal discussions with Snyder to take over mid-season. Snyder was a former assistant coach during the Hawks' Budenholzer era and is familiar with the organization. The Hawks are still in the playoff mix and find themselves 3.5 games from the important 6th seed. Remember, the top 6 seeds avoid the play-in. Could Atlanta's stance on Trae Young change with the addition of Snyder as coach? It remains to be seen, but Atlanta has to exhaust all options in an attempt to make it work with a player like Trae. Stars aren't readily available, and when you have one, you do anything you can to keep them. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Once again, I'm Keith, host of Sports Vibes TV, and I'm out.